lot of 7-foot unicorn NBA players, but when it comes to NBA 2K, 7-foot demigods are back. We have an ability to dunk, to be able to protect the rim and shot block, being able to shoot from deep from behind the perimeter with a low three-pointer, being able to take defenders off the dribble, creating their own shot, while being able to still create shots in the paint on taller defenders. Now with this build today, we'll be showing you a 7'1" build that is insane, that can literally do it all. This is somewhat of a comparison of a Victor WEMBANYAMA build, and you're gonna have a 7-foot center, 224 pounds, with a 7'10" wingspan, but there's gonna be two variations in this build video. There's gonna be one that have a higher standing dunk, and there's gonna be one with a lower standing dunk. That's gonna be a little bit different, but with this build, it can do everything you need it to do. Before this first build, this is the build that's gonna have a low standing dunk, not super low. You will still be able to get contact dunks, but for the layup package, we're gonna have a 80 layup rating. That's gonna end up unlocking Giannis Antetokounmpo layup with the scoop layup, but also Giannis Antetokounmpo Euro step layup. That's very overpowered in NBA 2K25, especially if you learn how to trigger those animations on your own manually. And if you want me to drop a video on how to do layups in NBA 2K25, let's get this video to 1,000 likes, and I got a full tutorial for y'all boys soon. But now we got the driving dunk, and I feel like it's only like 5 different thresholds that you can hit. It's between you end up having whatever the driving dunk is at the lowest, 65, 75, or you go all the way to 84 to get the LeBron dunk package if you can. But if you're someone that wants to end up possibly getting driving contact dunks, we're going to push this all the way up to an 87 driving dunk, so you can get some pro contact dunks off too, if that's the type of play style that you're into. But now we're going to get into the standing dunk. The standing dunk on this build, you see it's a 77. We're going to push it up to 81. Just because you get rise up on silver, you could just keep it at 80, but you might as well get that extra badge on silver on this build. And if you're one of those players that like to catch contact alley-oops and things like that, you go 85 driving dunk. You'll be able to catch some contact big man lobs if you want. But if you don't care about none of that and you just want to get on that rim, 90 standing dunk is where it's at. 90 standing dunk, rise up on gold. That's where you want to be at. It's between you pick 81 or 90, or you can go higher than that if you want to, based on how much you're trying to really mash the paint and really dunk on people in the paint. Now with the post control, this is an option. You don't have to. The bare minimum, I would say 70, but I will say you will want unpluckable at least on bronze, even though it's not gonna be that useful. It's between you go 75 or 79. 75 or 79, if you go anything higher than that, it will end up taking a lot of attributes away from your other stuff when it comes to defense, shooting, and even when it comes to the physicals to this build. That's why I had to end up going to my physicals real quick. We got an 83 vertical. We're gonna go 72 scram because you get immovable force on bronze. It's nothing too crazy. We're on a WEMBY type of build. We're on an all-around type build that's gonna be doing everything at a high level. So as we upgrade this shooting, now I'm gonna tell you this now. The lowest wingspan I would say I would recommend is 7'7" wingspan. If you want to end up getting that, or 7'6" is the lowest I would go in a 7'1" build. 7'6" wingspan, so you can at least get to like an 85 mid-range, so you can lock all the good bases for centers to be able to get all those good jump shots. It's only like maybe like 7 to 9 bases that's really good for 7-footers or even big builds. But y'all boys, don't worry, by the time you've seen this video, there is a jump shot video out for y'all. But also I'm going to be giving you 2 more jump shots inside this video to help y'all end up using this build if you end up making this 7'1" WEMBY all-around threat, 2-way star, can do it all build, to be honest. Now when it comes to the pass accuracy, there's literally like 3 options, but if you go the highest option of 87 pass accuracy, you're gonna have to sacrifice on your offensive rebound, and you're gonna have to sacrifice when it comes to your post control. Now we got 78 pass act. 70 pass act, it can definitely get the job done, but if you someone that's gonna be playing rec and things like that, or you just want to throw those breaks, 87, you might end up rocking out with that, but you have to sacrifice if you go 87 pass act. Now when it comes to the dribbling, you're gonna have a 60 ball control. There's no point in going to 61. That's just a wasted attribute. It'll be pointless. Now with the speed with ball, you can go 50 if you want to, but I'm gonna end up rocking out with 55, and it doesn't cost that many attributes on a build like this since it's a taller 7'1" build. Now that we built a 3-level score right now, let's make this build more of a 2-way to be able to defend the rim, things like that, and be able to get rebounds as well. On this build, I'm gonna end up showing you a 92 rebound, but also I'm gonna show you a 96 rebound to end up getting Hall of Fame rebound chaser. With the 96 rebound with the Hall of Fame rebound chaser, you're only gonna have a 71 offensive board. That's one thing as well. You're not gonna be able to have a 96 rebound with a 80 or 85 offensive rebound, because that means your block is going to be low, especially on this type of build. You want your block at least be high around the 85s, the 88s, the 93s. You want it around that area. So that's why I end up doing a 92 rebound with like an 85 offensive rebound. And then when we get to the block, we're going to pick between an 88 or you can go 93. The only reason you can stop at 88 for that high flyer denier on gold, but if you want to end up going 93 for that paint patroller on gold too, that's where you want to go. 93 for paint patroller on gold. And if you want to end up saving some attributes on your physicals, you're going to end up putting your vertical back to 80 if you're not going with the 96 block. If you go 96 block, you need to have an 83 vertical to get that Hall of Fame rebound chaser. So if you stick to gold, make sure your vertical is a 80. I want to make sure I tell y'all that. But when it comes to interior defense, some people might just stay with the perimeter being low, but I'm going to do an 80 interior defense with a 62 perimeter. Only reason I'm doing a 62 perimeter to get that immovable force on bronze. But then the steal, we got a 60 steal. One thing I got to change my rebound, because I had a 93 rebound standing in 92. We're going to have a 60 steal to end up getting an interceptor on bronze. I know it's nothing too crazy, but you never know in whatever situation you get in. It might be very helpful. But for the takeovers you get above the rim, board beast, Dr. Dunkenstein, finisher, horse, paint dominance, block party, bucket, eraser, glass warrior, midi maestro, and the commander. But for the build that you're going to end up coming out as they end up giving you shades, this build is going to be replicated of WEMBANYAMA, and you got a little bit of Joel Embiid, but the name they give you, they end up giving you the inside the arc board hunter or something like that. Like, yeah, inside the arc board hunter. That's a cool little name. I'm gonna be honest, inside the arc board hunter. It would have been nice if you could have got two-way inside the arc board hunter, but we'll be cool with that just for right now. But for the next build I'm going to be showing you is very similar to the build I just showed you. The only difference really is going to be the post control, the pass accuracy, and the standing dunk. And I think the rebound is a little bit different. When it comes to the standing dunk, now we have a 90 standing dunk with an 87 driving dunk. Now, if you don't care about the contact dunks for driving dunk, you can drop your driving dunk to 75 or 84 if you want the LeBron dunk package. Now, when it comes to the shooting, like I told you before, you can drop your shooting rate into a 7'6" wingspan. So you can end up getting that 85 mid-range so you can get more jump shot bases, so you can be able to blend your shot and have enough room to actually create. Now, when the playmaking is literally the same, only thing that's different is the pass accuracy is 75 versus having a 78. Now, with the interior on this build, it's going to be somewhat similar. We're going to go with 80 interior. The perimeter is going to be the same. The steal is going to be the same. In the block, that's the only thing that might end up changing. You could go 88 like I told you, or 84 if you want to decide to go with that 96 defensive rebound to get that Hall of Fame rebound chaser. Now, just like I told you, you might have to sacrifice. You can't have everything, bro. You might have to sacrifice a little just to end up getting something that you really want. But we're going with the 93 block. We're going to put a vertical up to 80. After I end up showing you the build with a 92 rebound and versus a 96 rebound, especially set up like this, having that 90 standing dunk, it took a lot of attributes away from our other stats that we had on this build. And when I think about it, I'm gonna drop the vertical now. I'm gonna drop the vertical back to 80 like it used to be, and I'm gonna end up showing you the rebound. Now we're gonna go with the 92 rebound. If you want to go offensive rebound, you're gonna have a 92 offensive rebound and like an 84 or 83 defensive rebound if you do it the other way, or like an 80 defensive rebound. But just know you're gonna possibly have to sacrifice your post control just to end up getting it better. But if you go 96 rebound, it's gonna be a 71 offensive, 88 block, and you gotta sacrifice your interior. Well, you got a 77 interior if you go with the 96 rebound on this build. But we're gonna rock out with the 92 defensive rebound with the 80 offensive with a 93 block, and this is what you end up getting all together for this build. And when it comes to the takeovers, I think it's only 2 more added takeovers just because we got a 90 standing dunk on this build. But the comparisons on this one is actually good. You get Victor, you get Joel, and you get AD as the actual shades of this build of an inside the arc board hunter. And with those variations of those players, you got everything. The scoring ability, the defensive ability, is literally all there. But hey, for the animations, I'm gonna show you this jump shot. This is jump shot number 1, Jonathan Isaac, Charles Bassey. Then you got Julius Randle as your second release. But for that first release, you can change Charles Bassey for like LaMarcus Aldridge or somebody like that. But we're gonna end up having this jump shot on max speed. And then for my visual cue, I got it somewhat like pass, like push, but you can have it at push if you want to. Then we got it at 19 and 81 for the actual blend. And with this jump shot, it's very smooth. It's a good catch and shoot, even off the dribble. It doesn't jump that high, but it's a good up and down jump shot, especially for a 7-foot build. It don't take that long to get out your hands, especially once you get some time to mess around with the jump shot. You're gonna see that the timing is very easy when it comes to shooting with this base in this jump shot right here. Now with the next jump shot, we're rocking with Dwayne Deadman. A lot of people sleep on this one. Hey, Dwayne Deadman can really surprise you with his base. As long as you end up finding a release that fits you, it's gonna be no problem. But max speed, 27-37, more on the Julius Randle side. If you don't like Julius Randle release, you could change it to something else. But for the visual cue, it is somewhat similar to what I had. It's just maybe 1 or 2 ticks behind from the Jonathan Isaac base. Now for the dunk animations, we have Giannis Antetokounmpo dunk. This was maybe one of the best dunks in the game, especially for a big build that can literally get the Euro step dunks and things like that. You already seen Giannis Euro step layup. The Euro dunk is just so hard to stop. But we got LeBron James dunk package on this build. Having a 7-footer with LeBron James dunk package is insane. But now I'm gonna choose Dwight Howard standing dunks and like dunks in general. I don't know what it is. Dwight Howard standing dunks to me is maybe one of the best ones. You could pick Draymond Green as well, but you can't really go wrong with both of them. Then for the other dunks, we got baseline reverse. You can't go wrong with a baseline reverse. It comes in handy. Athletic hangs off one of the best dunks in the games, hand down. Like y'all used to use the quick drop. This is literally the new quick drop in NBA 2Ks now. Then we got sidearm tomahawk. If you don't like the LeBron dunk package, or you just don't care for having LeBron dunk package on, you can use sidearm tomahawk. But a dunk package I slept on a lot is the switcheroos dunk package. Like it really comes in handy, and it literally is perfect in certain situations. Then we got athletic, one hand off ones, a cool little calm dunk from a 75 rating. And since we on this big build, we got to put all our dunk animations for all the standing dunks, even for our contact dunks. Any contact dunk animation you get it, put it on. For standing dunks, for pro contact dunks off 2, make sure you put that on your build. And for the animations I use, these are the animations I use. Most of the dribbles that you will see are all on normal. Only few of them are different, like the crossover, the step back, and then my triple threat is Stephen Curry. It's nothing too crazy. Then we got Paolo as my go-to shot with normal 2 dribble pull-up. I'm gonna be honest, normal 2 dribble pull-up is so tough for big builds. Normal 2 dribble pull-up is it. With KD post fade, I'm gonna tell you that the number 2, that's the one. That normal 2 is that one. Before all the information I just gave y'all, man, the only thing that y'all really ask for y'all boys to do is drop a like on this video. Make sure y'all boys subscribe. Make sure you turn those post notifications so you don't miss no more stuff like this. But hey, make sure you check out the 2 videos on the screen, man.